got lots of plans.
Yeah, you've got to keep swinging, Alex, don't you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've got plenty of lads. Quite a lot of men's mental health this year. We had Rag and Bone Man come down fishing with me. He just off his own back wanted to come on the show, so he came down and, you know, just went and had a chat, and a great fella, really nice fella. And then all our lads, really, you know, we've got another farm which was up the road, so we were still waiting for planning on the lake house. So we got this other farm which is not as old, but we smashed it in about 4.5 months. So we got in there.
Good to go in, yeah.
Yeah, we had about 20 lads on that, but keeps everybody happy, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I do love the fact, you know, you mentioned it there about the mental health side to it. You open up so much about grief in this series as well, and kind of like how the renovation helped through some tough times for yourself as well.
Well, I think anything does if you keep yourself busy, you know, and, you know, we're in times, you know, with what's going on in the world, and it's thrown at us, and the news is thrown at us all the time, and sometimes it's just nice to get the stick and the dog and walk up the wood, you know what I mean? Yeah. And see a deer or see a red kite or a buzzard or something and just go, wonder what he's thinking of it all, you know what I mean? So, you know, listen, I've had people come to the gate, and I had a guy a little while ago come and said, you saved my life. You know, I've been watching the show. And I think it's important for people like myself to, you know, to share what I've been through and to say, look, you know, it's all right, you know, we've been there. I don't tell people how to deal with it, I tell them how I dealt with it. Yeah. You know, and, you know, Wobbly, obviously, you know, Wobbly has had all his turmoil as well in his family and that, and I just think it's our age. When you get to just a little bit over 50, you know, you start losing friends and family.
Yeah, but I think, you know, talking about the simplicity of the countryside, I think that'll resonate with lots of our viewers, won't it? You know, just going out for a walk, it does you the world of good. But you and your partner, Emma, you've welcomed a few new additions, haven't you, in this series? Oh. Yeah. Not humans, but...
In goat form.
What's that name?
Puppies.
Puppies. Not
puppies.
Yeah, Pip's had, 6 little pups, So, just, like, fantastic. So, what Emma's going to do is she's going to get them good homes and then get donations to charities for them.
Oh, nice.
But she wants 2. It'll probably be 4, you know, so we'll have to work it out. We'll let Pip decide, I think, rather than Emma, because there's going to be a lot of mess. The old puppies.
Yeah. As I say, you know, you mentioned about there's so many working parts to this show. There's so many people that get involved. A lot of your mates, you know, as well as the builders that are there. You're all like a family that you've got. And I like the fact that you insist on having breakfast together. Yeah, well, you know, there was a bit of a joke because when we was doing The Gentleman at the same time, and Guy pulled me in and he said, look, you know, have a look at Rip, you know, in Yellowstone. Yeah. So we were filming one day. The next day we're filming and all the rest of it, and Wobbly was giving me a bit of stick, and I just said, you know, this is the new West Sussex Yellowstone. Let's get on with it. But I think it's quite important, you know, to do the bacon rolls and that. We do it on a Wednesday. Right. So all the farmers in the area come, friends come, lads come. You know, the gate's always open. You know, and we do the old egg and bacon rolls on a Monday, and that all the lads come, and we kind of talk about different things, you know what I mean? And someone might have a problem with his son or his daughter or lost somebody, you know. It brings you all together.
It does, yeah. It knits you all together, you know. And I got a couple of the old buildings. I put a couple of beds in there, and we call that the bunkhouse now. Yeah. So, you know, if any of the lads come down, they want to stay the weekend or something, you know, they just go in the bunkhouse and they can stay there, and it's all good fun. But I think it sort of gets me back to my footballing days, really, you know, the dressing room. Yeah. You know, because I think there's a lot of mental health in sport where you're engulfed in 30 blokes every day, and you go in and you've got to have your wits about you, and you've got to fend for yourself in a lot of ways with the mickey taking and everything, you know?
Of course, yeah. But it's that camaraderie as well, I guess.
There is, and the camaraderie goes both ways, you know, because it's not always positive. Yeah. You know, because some lads, you don't realise until after, they couldn't cope with it at the time, you know? No. So when you sort of come to the end, you start getting 30, 31, 32, and like, oh my God, this is over. Not nowadays, I mean in our day. I would think if you're retiring around the 2000s, your main thing, your main goal in life was to have your house paid off.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, you would be in front, I think, you know what I mean? Especially where, you know, where we were just around the Premier League starting, you know. Yeah. But yeah, no, there's a lot of mental health in this, and I think it's very important.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that you were filming The Gentleman 2 as well when you were doing this.
Yep.
Loads of people have been in touch and they want to know whether you can tell us anything about the new series.
I don't know if I'm allowed to, but...
yeah, it's fine. Safe space.
I auditioned for it. You know if I got the part?
Yeah.
Definitely didn't, mate. We didn't need the fluff up.
It's good to know.
We're all right. But, no, I don't even know when it's coming out. It's all been filmed.
Yeah.
We've kind of got a nod for season 3.
Oh, it must be good then.
Yeah, it's probably pretty good. And I start a new movie on Monday with Jay Statham and Guy. Yeah. We're going to do a new movie called Viva La Madness.
Fantastic.
Kind of a follow-up from Layer Cake. Same kind of writer. So going to be busy this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah.
Well, there we go. Well, it all starts, of course, with Vinnie Jones in the country from the 2nd of February on Discovery+.